What lies beneath the earth? Ever imagined? What if we kept digging continuously beyond the depths of the ocean, deeper than the height of Mount Everest? In reverse, where would we end up? If scientists can reach Mars 55 million kilometers away, why do we fail every time we try to drill just 740 kilometers to Earth's center? Today, we'll uncover the secrets hidden beneath our feet that even the strongest drill rigs can't conquer. Let's start from the very top layer of the Earth, the one where we live. This layer is home to nearly 80% of all life on Earth. Just 1 to 2 feet below the surface, you'll find bugs and burrows made by rats. At 6 feet deep, we typically bury the dead. Go down 13 feet, and you could discover the tomb and treasures of Egypt's 3,000-year-old King Tutankhamun. Ancient Egyptian kings were usually buried deeper than 10 feet. Metal detectors can detect metals up to 20 feet underground. At 23 feet, you'll find the Siu Chi tunnels of Vietnam, used by soldiers for communication, hiding, and surprise attacks during the Vietnam War. Crocodiles of the Nile can burrow up to 40 feet deep, the deepest burrow made by any animal. At 65 feet lies the Paris Catacombs, home to the remains of over 6 million people. In the 18th century, a massive epidemic led the French government to bury the dead deep underground. At 180 feet, underground urban farms in China grow crops using 128 feet. Nuclear waste is buried to keep it from harming humanity. 346 feet below, you'll find the world's deepest metro station, Arsenalna Station, in Kyiv, Ukraine. At 400 feet, the roots of Africa's wild fig trees stretch deep underground in search of water. Go to 500 feet, and you'll find the world's deepest hotel, Sala Silvermine, in Sweden. With no Wi-Fi or mobile signals, communication is done through radio, and light comes from candles. At 720 feet lies the world's deepest riverbed, the Congo River in Africa. Yet humans have gone deeper. At 950 feet, there's the Seikan Tunnel in Japan, the world's deepest railway tunnel, even built under the sea. Even if you're hiding at 1,000 feet, a nuclear missile like the Beatty-2 can still. The Dead Sea lies 19 feet below sea level, so low that even the Empire State Building would disappear below it. At 7,257 feet is the world's deepest cave, the Veryovkina Cave in Georgia. Still, humans have gone deeper. At 10,500 feet lies the Kolar Gold Fields in Karnataka, India, once a thriving gold mine that inspired the blockbuster film KGF. At 12,000 feet, scientists discovered the deepest living organism ever found, a tiny worm called the devil worm. At 13,123 feet or 4 kilometers is the world's deepest mine, Mponeng Gold Mine in South Africa. Temperatures here can exceed 66 UC, making it extremely challenging for workers. Falling from this depth would take 30 seconds, just long enough for a missed call. 35,640 feet down is the Challenger Deep, the ocean's deepest known point. Measured in 1951 by the HMS Challenger, it reaches 10,863 meters deep. Even if Mount Everest were placed upside down inside it, there'd still be a 2-kilometer gap. But humans have dug even deeper. At 40,230 feet or 12 kilometers is the deepest hole ever drilled by humans, the Kola Super Deep borehole in Russia. Just 23 centimeters wide, this hole live. 2. The mantle divided into upper and lower mantle, up to 2,900 km thick. 3. The outer core, molten iron and nickel, extremely hot, generating Earth's magnetic field. 4. The inner core, solid iron and nickel, as hot as the surface of the sun due to immense pressure. The crust is just 30-70 km thick. We've only scratched the surface. Our drilling hasn't gone beyond this layer. Beneath it is the mantle, where temperatures range from 1000 C to over 3000 C. Below that lies the outer core liquid metal with temperatures of 4000 to 5500 C. Finally, the inner core is a solid ball of iron and nickel, reaching 6000 C. From these deep layers, volcanoes and tectonic activity push up metals like iron, copper, nickel, magnesium, aluminum, gold, and silver into the crust, where we mine 371 kilometers. Digging a tunnel from one side of Earth to the other, say, from India, would take you straight through the planet and out near Chile in the Pacific Ocean. The full distance? 12,742 kilometers. But with all our modern technology, we've only dug 12 kilometers deep. If Dubai were Earth's surface, then Earth's core would be as far as North Korea, and we humans have only managed to scratch the surface, just as much as you're seeing on the screen right now.